So here's something to think about. I might get in a lot of trouble for saying this. So please know that I am saying this from the most loving, open hearted place. There's a lot of information in human design that I think is presented in a way that I would consider limiting. In fact, I would even lovingly and gently say that the vocabulary words we use, especially in relationship composites, is not particularly empowering vocabulary. When we say, I have a compromise or I'm being dominated by, that's not healthy relationships when you're compromised or being dominated by. I object those languages. I don't think that the vocabulary there speaks to the idea that chart composites and chart awareness of your chart and your partner's charts and how they work together. If we're using vocabulary that's got words like compromised and dominated and in relation to how our energy charts blend together to make this really beautiful, unique, and powerful growth experience that we call relationship, I think we already set ourselves up to start looking at the chart and the composites as a problem. So, and yeah, I know you got that from Ra, and that's all I'm going to say. I changed a lot of the vocabulary in human design quite specifically because I have different ideas about relationships and without in any way vilifying Ra, because I don't want to. I have an enormous amount of respect and love for Ra. Ra was my teacher. I had the privilege of learning with Ra for many years. We're working with Ra for many years. So I don't want to denigrate Ra in any way. And Ra's job was to share the system. Ra was not a coach. Ra was not a relationship expert. Ra didn't know how to really take human design and translate it into a practical coaching tool or a relationship tool. That wasn't his job. And he talked about that a lot, that he wasn't really here to teach people how to use it. He was just here to teach the system. And, he brought his own very interesting point of view into a lot of the parts of the way we talk about the system. Ra was a manifester, a fifth line manifester. Think about how much how relationship could have in the shadow of Ra's own experience. Think about how much maybe he felt dominated or compromised in relationships. Again, this isn't about vilifying Ra. This is about saying our own personal experience informs our own interpretation of all material, all knowledge. And I would lovingly and gently say that there's nothing in a relationship that's going to cause you to be dominated or compromised by your partner, especially if you're both walking into that relationship with a high sense of value and intention to mutually love and respect each other. There shouldn't be anything that's compromising and dominating. There should only be win-win. And understanding how the charts work together helps you get a better perspective on those places where sometimes those configurations challenge us to explore how can we better love, respect, and see each other for who we are. I could say that I'm dominated by my husband's 3955, or I could go, wow, my husband is a powerful creator. He has got this juicy, rich, abundant, fantastic energy that I love so much. I'm attracted to it, right? And does it dominate me? Not really. I mean, I see it for what it is. And when he gets a little bit provocative and stuff that he can do, I look at it, I'm like, that's the 3955. I'm not saying, oh my God, there's my husband dominating me again. That's not even the conversation I'm having. I hope that makes sense. I hope, again, I want to be so mindful that I'm not vilifying Ra in any way. I'm just saying, let's be really careful. Language creates. And when we start to use words like dominance and compromise, that's heavy. That's really heavy. So.